always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Yes. It's 4 donkeys.
Well, no,
donkeys?
it's not. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Now, remember we talked about YSL. I don't know if you remember me talking about YSL.
I remember the name.
The gang that's in, well, they're not a gang, I guess. Gang.
What's his
that
name?
Fonnie Willis is saying they're a gang.
Right.
They are in Atlanta.
Okay.
And remember we said racketeering charges. She's, Fonnie Willis has brought them up against Young Thug and YSL.
Okay.
Young Thug is a rapper. But she's saying you just using that as a front. You really a gang.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm going to take down you and racketeering and all of that by locking all of y'all up. And some of y'all going to end up telling on each other. Because the person I really want to get is Young Thug.
Okay.
So Gunner was in there. We talked about Gunner, and people was talking about he snitched and all this. And a lot of the other guys have gotten out too by saying stuff. But Young Thug is the main guy. That's who she wants.
Okay.
Young Thug. So he's still in prison. Okay. Now, the girl at the top that you see on the phone is his girlfriend. She's a rapper too.
Oh,
okay. Her name is something the scientist. Mariah the Scientist.
Why do you say Mariah the Scientist?
You know what I'm thinking? You know how you cook in the science lab?
Yeah.
They talk about how they cooking up something
together.
So maybe she thinking I cook in the lab. So I'm Mariah the Scientist. That's the only way I can think of her coming up with that name.
Okay.
So she called Young Thug on a prison call. And you know how they tell you it's recorded when you call.
Yes.
But they wasn't really talking about nothing that was pertaining to anything. They was just being all lovey-dovey and stuff. Okay. And somebody took that phone call and put it out on the media.
Leaked it.
Yeah, they put it out on the media.
Okay.
Now, according to the legal, they said any phone call that you do can become public domain.
Okay.
So the person, they said, didn't do anything illegal.
Okay.
So Drake and Meek Mill didn't like that.
How did they get a hold of it?
You can call prisons and jails, and they'll give you the log, and you can ask for the phone call.
For anybody's
For
phone
anybody.
call?
Anybody that's locked up. It is public.
That.
It's just like you can go get their record. You can get their criminal record.
Is that how
it's all open to the public?
The Strawberry, what's her name? And her and her husband's conversation at the prison was leaked.
Yes.
Okay.
And the same with our public record if you get arrested. Wow. Unless somebody seals your record, anybody can get your criminal record.
Wow.
Anybody.
Okay.
Or go to the courthouse and get your court proceedings and get the whole document.
It is public.
It's all public.
Okay.
Okay. So Drake and Meek Mill, it says here, TMZ reported, are angrily demanding justice for Young Thug after an intimate video recording of him and his girlfriend speaking sweet nothings to each other leaked from the jail. Now, it had nothing to do with the case. He didn't say anything that can incriminate him. It's them doing honey boo boo, I love you, all this stuff back and forth. And I guess some people are upset because they said, what purpose does that have with putting that out there? And the jury is not sequestered. So anything you put out there on Young Thug, it could be a possibility of influencing the jury. So it says that Drake and Meek Mill are angrily demanding justice for Young Thug after an intimate video recording of him and his girlfriend speaking sweet nothings leaked from jail. Social media began circulating the video of Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist this week. The two spent over a minute long telling one another how much they miss each other and admiring the Cuban necklace Thug bought her. Okay. On Thursday, Drake went into the spotlight on Chief Judge Ural, the guy who's the judge. The judge presiding over Young Thug's publicized RICO trial. And quite frankly, asked him just what kind of circus he was running as a ringmaster. This got to be some form of jail misconduct, Drake wrote on IG. You're going to drag this talented man, then not be able to control your employees using his personal business for their own gain. Drake continued, somebody benefited from this video even existing, and that's shameful. Whole case in wash just 3. I don't know what he's saying. The guy, just free the guy and let him come home and continue bringing light to Atlanta. This is disgraceful. Is this a criminal case or Atlanta's social media promo? So he going in on the judge. Drake and Thug are tight, but that doesn't mean his opinion of the case are biased. The case has been subjected to several hijinks along the way. So not just this, there was somebody who tapped into the Zoom, because they not only film it live, but they have a Zoom going on. Somebody tapped into the Zoom and was saying free Young Thug or something, or mistrial.
When you do it online?
Yeah, okay. And the jury was hearing all of that. So the judge had to shut it down and send the jury out. That was messed up. There was another one where one of the lawyers was slipping in narcotics to one of the guys. It was another one where one of the lawyers got in a fight with one of the officers or something. It's been so many things. And now you got the Fonny thing going on with the Trump. They're going to say the same woman is after us. And how she after us? And you just said misconduct in Trump's case, where they haven't said it yet. And then you're not saying it in my case. You know that's going to come up. And she dated one of the guys that's part of the crime family that I'm against. You know it's going to come up. They following, they following the Trump case. So people think with him and Meek also supported demanding he sue for having his rights violated. Now, both guys are knuckleheads because they don't know that that's legal. Like I just said, anybody can go to
why you suing?
So you can't sue anybody. You can't shut anybody down. You blaming the judge.
There wasn't nothing said, to do. Though.
Exactly.
Nothing really said that can be disturbing. Or hurt him, right?
No, he was just being lovey-dovey with Mariah.
So what's the problem?
He don't like the fact, Drake and Meek don't like the fact that they thought that somebody leaked it from the jail. A personal phone call. And they felt that's another thing that y'all doing that's messing up this case. Neither one of them knows that anybody can get that tape. And it's not somebody from the courthouse.
But you think Drake and them would have not been so strongly against that had they not known what was on the tape, though?
Correct.
So I get what they're saying, because you don't want nothing tampering with his opportunity to get him freed, but understanding that tape is if they do, maybe this will wake up the dude that's in prison.
No, he know Young Thug ain't stupid.
Don't say nothing that will hurt you, because now they're leaking your tapes.
So everyone is talking now and saying there could be a possibility that he may get off. If Trump shakes up Fonny's office with these allegations and saying that her office is, they messy. Do stuff messy and all this other stuff. And just in case, I'm sure Young Thug is going to use that same info to say, well, why am I not able to get off? Because I've been saying her office is messy. I've been saying all of that stuff. As even if you think I'm wrong or a criminal, her office shouldn't be the ones that bring up charges against me.
We'll see.
So
we got to follow this.
So they fighting to get Young Thug out, all the rappers, because he's a rapper. And they want him off. I told you they don't like Fonny anyway because of Young Thug.
Because of, she's putting these guys in jail.
And that's why a lot of guys on the street are talking pro-Trump. Because they don't like, they feel like he's Young Thug.
She's treating him like he's being treated like all the other thugs in the...
Exactly.
Okay.
So
it's unfortunate that she has that skeleton in her closet. That she, I wanted her to be squeaky clean.
You can't be, I guess.
You can be. Really? She had to go low and be with that guy?
No, I'm saying, that one I'm talking about. I'm talking about who she used to date. You can't do nothing about who you used to date.
Come on now. Choose and be wise on who you date too.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's the latest on them. My question is, Meek always speak out. Why is Drake speaking out? He don't never say nothing. This is his big moment to say something. He's half Jewish. He ain't said nothing about Israel and Gaza. But he want to say something about Young Thug
in here.
What's your input on what's going on with Israel and Gaza?
He may if he say something, he may get knocked down for it.
Thank you. So you haven't been saying anything in the past. We don't want to hear you talk now.
All of a sudden want to
be quiet. Go be like Beyonce. She don't say nothing about nothing. And Michael Jordan, he don't say nothing about nothing. Be like them. Don't say nothing about nothing unless you're gonna be like what's his name? The The basketball player you said. LeBron. Who talks about everything. Mm-hmm. That's how Meek is. He talks about everything. He's consistent. So that's my thing on Drake. Okay. Don't say nothing.
He's already in there, though. He's already talking.
I know.
So we'll see.
So that's the latest on that. That's your donkey. He gave Donkey of the Day.
To who, though?
Believe it or not, he gave it to the whole trial. He didn't give it to Drake and them.
Why the whole trial?
He said that everything about this whole trial is, I named all the things. So he says this whole trial is a donkey. It's always something new every week with this stupid trial, with the YSL trial. So he thinks the whole trial needs to get a donkey.
Wow.
So, and he's right, because it's always something. Okay. Always.
Wow.
So, all right. So that was it.